my dudes. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kai, and you can't see my library right now because I don't really know what other location to film this that I have good lighting. You're currently like by a light right now, and my shelf is here. So you're not in the best spot, but ignore everything you see back here, okay? Just don't even look at it. Don't look at it. Don't. Because it's chaos back here. I don't even know why it's so messy up here. My husband recently moved his stuff up here. So like his gaming setup, his desk. My work desk is back there, but I don't really use it. So, and that's why there's a chair in the middle of the room, because this used to be just my space. And then my husband wanted to start streaming again and bring his stuff up here. Anyway, long story short, it's chaos, but it's okay. We are talking about, well, we're in the process of doing it. We are redoing my basement. So we're going to finish the basement, and then I'm eventually going to have a library down there. Our goal is to have the basement finished this year, but I don't know when I'll have my library set up there. My husband said he's going to build me bookshelves. That's a girl's dream. Okay, that's all you have to say. Where can I sign? Where can I marry you again? But it's been a while since I posted. I'm pretty sure I say that every single time I post a video because there are such long gaps in between when I post. But I want to be more consistent, and that is one of my goals in 2026 is to start posting more bookish content on TikTok and YouTube. Obviously long form versus short form, you know. So the first video I felt was appropriate to film was the 26 books I want to read in 2026. I'm very excited. I'm hoping to get through all these books. I made my books I want to read in 2025, like 25 for 25 last year, and I'm pretty sure I didn't make that list until like September, maybe. Like, it was just a very late time that I started it. So no wonder I didn't finish it. No wonder, because girl, you gave yourself no time. No time at all. But another one of my goals for 2026 is I really want to narrow down my physical TBR. I stopped reading spicy romance, and that really narrowed down my physical TBR. If you haven't heard about that, I, for my own personal reasons, decided to stop reading spicy romance. I'm not yucking anyone's yum. If you want to read spicy romance, you go right ahead. I have no problem with it. I am just not going to read spicy romance. So that really narrowed down my physical TBR. I think I'm to 160 books on my physical TBR. So I'm really trying to knock that down this year. Hopefully by half. I set my reading goal for 80. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. And you guys are going to come with me because I am going to do a new series about reading through my physical TBR. So, I'll do like episode 1 of reading through my physical TBR. And that'll be in another video. I don't want to say too much because I want you guys to come back. But let me get it. I posted this on my TikTok, but I was inspired by Eloise from TikTok, from Book Talk. Love her. She made a spin the wheel for her physical TBR. So I added all the books on my physical TBR, and I will be spinning it and picking books to read. I am a mood reader through and through. So I'm hoping this does not go south. Who knows? I might not always use the wheel. Like the first couple times I already kind of have my TBR kind of picked out a little bit. But I'm a mood reader, so that could change. There's no telling. There's no telling with me. Okay? But without further ado, let's hop in. Let's hop into the 26 for 26, okay? Starting off strong. Brother by Anaya Alborn? Listen, okay? I write books, I read books, but I still don't know how to speak or read, apparently. But this is a horror novel, and my friend recommended it to me because she read it last year. And so it's not been on my TBR for long. My physical TBR for long, that is. I think it's been on my Goodreads TBR for a hot minute. But I'm very excited. I'm very excited to hop into it. I'm very excited. If you're new here, I'm really bad at explaining books. I'm really trying to be better about it, but it is one of my weaknesses. It's one of my weaknesses. I'm really not good about it. But the back of the book says, this brand new novel of terror of a young man determined to break from his family's unconventional and deeply disturbing traditions. Who, see, I can't. Who let me speak? Who did that? But it says, deep in the heart of Appalachia. That's all I need to know. That's all. If you know anything about Appalachia, scary times, okay? But I've heard this is really good. You know, a New York Times bestselling author says, cruel, bone-chilling, and destined to become a classic. Some of the most promising horror I've read in years. Oh, that's not even about this book. It's about one of her other books, but, well, I've still heard it's good, so I'm excited to happen. Then going to a completely different genre, completely different route, is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I have not read anything by her, but I know she is a clean, low-spice romance author, and this book has been on my TBR for so long. So I really want to read it. I know this is part of the When in Rome series, but I'm not wed. I have not read When in Rome. And I know it's not Rome, Italy, it's Rome, Kentucky, I'm pretty sure. But I think it says, a small-town sweetheart and an emotionally unavailable bad boy try to find some common ground in this chemistry-filled romance from Sarah Adams. Sounds good. I've heard good things. One of my things for 2026 as well is I want to read more romance. I feel like it's hard sometimes to find romance that's not spicy, but I am trying to delve more into it, find more things, more low spice. Romance books, my friend pointed out, she said, you don't really like romance, do you? I was like, girl, I like romance, but one, it's hard to find low spice romance, in my opinion. It's out there, I just haven't found it yet. That's on me. Two, I have been in a thriller, horror, sometimes fantasy mood for probably over a year. So if you follow me on Goodreads, it's a lot of thriller horror stuff. And it's so wild because I am literally a part of a romance book club, and I have been for 2 years. And I still, listen, I don't know. Take it up with the Lord, okay? He made me this way. I don't know. Keeping the theme of romance is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I have heard really good things about this. It is a YA, I think. Don't quote me on that. Yes, because it says age 12 and up. It's YA, okay? But I think it's basically, it's a sweet and funny love letter to romantic comedies. My friends have raved about this. They've said it's really good. I thought I was done with YA, and then I stopped reading spicy romances. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I judged, YA too quickly. Maybe I marked it off too fast. I'm not doing that anymore, okay? Because there are some really good YA books out there. Yes, and I'm determined to find them. Yeah, it's my mission. But anyway, Better Than the Movies. I am really excited. For this one. Keeping up with the thriller theme is The One by John Mars, okay? I read You Killed Me First by John Mars, and it was so good. I got it from the library. I binged it in a day. Somehow I binged freaking library books like you wouldn't believe, but it takes me forever to read physical TBR books. Why? But it basically, this book sounds so good and so interesting. It says, how far would you go to find the one? A simple DNA test is all it takes, just a quick mouth swab, and soon you'll be matched with your perfect partner, the one you're genetically made for. And the very last line of this, because even soulmates have secrets, and some are more shocking than others. So, sounds so good, sounds so intriguing, I'm excited, I'm ready to hop in. Yes, now this next one. If you know anything about me, this will make sense, okay? It's your favorite scary movie, and it is literally I don't think it's a memoir. I don't think that's considered a memoir. It's nonfiction. I was gonna say, I don't think it's a memoir. There's no way. That's not written about a person. It's written about a movie franchise. Kylie, get it together. I am a big Scream fan. Really excited for Scream 7 coming out. My bestie Savannah is coming up from Tennessee and we're going to go see it. And we're probably going to do a reading marathon, like a readathon. So I'm going to film that. Very excited. Anyway, it basically goes over Scream. How the Scream films rewrote the rules of horror. Count me in. I'm there. One of my goals, and I know I keep talking about my goals for 2026, is to read more memoirs and nonfiction. I think I set my goal for 5. Just because, like, last year I read a couple memoirs, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I've just been wanting to kind of broaden my horizons because I used to not really be a nonfiction girly. And so I'm just trying to broaden my horizons, you know? And what better way than with Scream, you know? You know. This next one, Finley Donovan is killing it. I really did not think I was going to pick this book up, and then I got, was it Blind Date? No, I went to an event, and my table mate said that this book is really good, and I went to the indie bookstore down the street, and I was like, what book was I looking for? I was looking for a specific book, and I couldn't find it, and I stumbled upon this, and I remember her telling me about it. And the friend that I was with, she also was like, girl, this is so good. It is about a woman who's a single mama too and a struggling novelist. And I'm pretty sure she unintentionally makes people think she's a hitman. Crazy. So it's like funny, haha, you know? So I'm excited. I'm excited to read this one. There's so many books that I'm excited to read. I just really would like to get to them. Next book honestly kind of scares me as a mother. And it's The One, by Adrienne McKenty. It's a thriller. I'm sorry. A lot of these are going to be thrillers. I'm sorry. I am sorry, okay? Sorry. But it says on the back, you just dropped off your child at the bus stop. A panicked stranger calls your phone. Your child's been kidnapped. The stranger then explains that their child has also been kidnapped by a completely different stranger. The only way to get your child back is to kidnap another child. You are now a part of the chain. Let me tell you. As a mom, I'm terrified. I'm quite literally terrified to read this book. Because, like, if anyone ever took my kid, I'd tear the world down. Get her back. So I don't know. I'm very interested to read that, but I'm very scared. I love this movie. I adore Ready Player One, the movie. It is so good. And I have had this on my shelf forever. It was on my husband's shelf, and I moved it back to my shelf. I said, I want it now. But I am trying to get more into science fiction. I read Red Rising recently. Chef's kiss. Okay. I'm trying to read the trilogy. Me and my friend are buddy reading it. Don't judge. Calm down. Okay? So I finally need to just ovary up and read the book. Okay? If you don't know what it's about, it's in the future, and it's set in Columbus, which is crazy because I live in Ohio. Anyway. But, yeah, it's about this kid who goes, it says, into a virtual utopia known as the Oasis. And it basically is like a nod to, like, old games, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so good, and the movie is killer, and I really hope the book is just as good. If it's not, you'll never see me again. I'm going to be so serious with you. The next one is simply because I love this author's other series, and I want to see how her other books are. And it's Chloe Walsh. Okay, it's Treacherous by Chloe Walsh. I love the Boys of Tommen series, and I think she posted a snippet of this on Instagram, and I was like, you know what? I don't hear anybody else talk about her other books. I want to check it out. I have another one of her books too, but it's not on my 26 to 26, so calm down. The back says, 1 year is all I have to endure. That was the agreement with Uncle Max. 1 year in a new school, on a new continent, and then I can go home to Ireland. Totally doable, right? Wrong. The boy next door is dangerous. He's criminal. He's violent. He fills the hall of my school by day and keeps me up at night. I know I'm in danger. I know I need to keep my head down and my mouth shut. Problem is, I'm not good at doing either. Noah Messina is treacherous, and he's reeling me deeper into his underworld. It's sink or swim time. He warned me, but I fear I'm already drowning. I don't know how many books. This is a series, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know how many books. Oh, oh, this is the Carter Kid series. That's what the series is called. It is 6 books. Oh, well. Okay. And then I think the other series that I got is the Broken series, and that's 4 books. But this is book 1 of 6. I don't know if I actually knew it was that long. It's okay. It's okay. I'll commit. I commit, I guess. The next book is This Girl to Killer. I think this is another hee hee ha ha. Like, there's a blurb on the front, and it says, utterly obsessed and ready to support all of Cordelia's wrongs. All right, then. It says, ask Cordelia Black why she did it. The answer will always be, he had it coming. She kills bad men. I mean, go right ahead. You do your thing, sister. But, again, heard this is good. I forget where I got this. I think it might have been Half Price Books, and I read the back of it, and I was like, okay, girl. Like, the dedication literally says, for those who could have used a killer in their corner. Yeah. She literally wrote a quick note about this book, and at the end of it, she says, stay stabby and safe. Okay. That's all you gotta say. I'm in. Let's go. Next one is a series I've been putting off for a while. And I think it's because it intimidates me, and I'm really afraid I'm not gonna like it. But I have read several of this other author's books. And it's the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy by B.E. Schwab. One of my best friends raves about this series, loves it, and I bought all 3 books a long time ago. And I have not read them. So I'm the problem. It's me. The back of it says, prepare to be dazzled by a world of parallel Londons where magic thrives, starves, or lies forgotten, and where power can destroy just as quickly as it can create. I think I'm just really intimidated by this book because it's been on my shelf for so long, and I read Gallant, and I read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which, oh my gosh, I love that book. But I also read Vicious by her, and it was not my favorite. So I'm just kind of like wondering how I'll feel going into this book. It sounds really interesting, sounds really good, but I just don't know. I'm just ready to bite the bullet and just do it. You know, I'm just ready to do it. Speaking of getting into genres and things I've not read before, this is called The Masterpiece, and this is a Christian romance book. I have another one of this author's books, and I was in Barnes & Noble one day, and I saw this in the Christian section, and I thought the cover was really pretty. And I've never read a Christian romance before, so I'm trying to get into it, but I'm so excited. Like, it sounds like, I don't know, like, it sounds like a Christian version of, like, A Billionaire Romance or something. It says, a successful Los Angeles artist, Roman Velasco, appears to have everything he could possibly want: money, women, fame. Only Grace Moore, his reluctant, new hired personal assistant, knows how little he truly has. So I'm telling you, it's like Boss Assistant, I think, but make it Christian romance. I don't know. I'll report to you guys with the final report. You know, I'll be there to tell you. Next up is From Below by Darcy Coates. I see the one I've read up there. I've also read another one, but I don't have it. I read what's it called? I loved that book too, so it's crazy that I can't remember what the title is. It's Where He Can't Find You. I didn't realize it was YA until I think I finished it, because it's about this monster who literally, he unalives people, and then he stitches them back up with red thread. Yeah, and that's a YA book. And I was like, oh, okay. I've also read, I think it's, Dead of Winter and Voices in the Snow. I think I liked both of them. I think they were pretty okay, if I can remember. I think I read them last year. I can't keep up with time, okay? Time is an illusion. I can't do it. But this is literally like, she's a chunky. But the words are kind of big, so I'm not really worried about it. But it says, no light, no air, no escape. Hundreds of feet beneath the ocean's surface, a graveyard waits. So, okay, I'm in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Scare the pants off me, please. Do it. This next book is by a very near and dear friend to me that I love very much. And I really need to finish reading all the books I have by her on my shelf that I've not read. Who said I was a good friend? But it's Critical Match by S. Fraser. She is a very good friend of mine. And this is a D&D inspired fantasy romance. And this, stunning. And if you guys think this is stunning, her special editions just dropped and they are stunning. It is a running joke with her and I that all the books that I've read of hers, which are a handful, I've never rated 5 stars. I always rated 4 stars. I can't help it. I saved those 5 stars. I'm a terrible friend. Who decided to be friends with me? But anyway, maybe this will be my 5 star. Maybe this will be it. If I hate it, she'll never speak to me again. I'll be really sad because I love her. She is the adult in our friendship. Like, she definitely is the adult. She's also 3 years. I'll be 27 next month. And she's 3 years older than me. So, if those 3 years make a difference, let me tell you, because she is the adult in this friendship. She is the adult. If she asks, I never said how old she was, okay? That's between me and you, okay? You can't tell her, okay? You can't tell her that I outed how old she was, okay? We can resume now, okay? The next book is a book that I quite literally have been putting off for so long, and I don't know why. I just need to finish this series. I need to finish it. I really liked Powerless. Reckless, not my favorite. I don't know if it was middle book syndrome. I don't know, but I was not a fan. I was so disappointed, and I've been waiting to read the last book. I have the novella too, Fearful? I have Fearful, and I need to read that too, but I really need to read this book. I read Powerful too. Oh my goodness me, that hurt me so bad. That hurt me so bad. So I'm afraid for this one, and I'm afraid for her other novella, because it seems that the small books that she writes really hurt me. But I'm also waiting to buddy read this with a friend. And we both just had a lot going on. So we just haven't gotten to it. But I really want to finish this book, finish this series this year. Get it done. Get it marked off. Every single time I say, oh my goodness me, it reminds me of Gordon Ramsay, because he says that. And if that doesn't tell you who I am, then I'm a Gordon Ramsay stan, okay? Yeah. The next book is, guys, I posted a TikTok about this. The movie just came out, okay? I've not read it. I have not read this book. I've not read this book. I got a used copy, so it's like the spine is like, what's it called? The spine is broken, but I like broken spines. Not on myself, but on books. I don't care if my book has a little bit of wear and tear to it. That's fine. It just shows it's been loved. So I want to read this. I don't really know what the concept is. Don't really know what it's about. Someone compared it, or at least a scene to it, from the movie Love, Rosie. Never seen it. I've seen clips. I have seen clips of it. But I'm really excited. I'm going to try to go into it kind of blind. Emily Henry, I've liked most of her books. I think that my favorite book of hers is probably Happy Place, which I don't know what that says about me, because I know that Beach Read is very popular. I've read beach read, happy place, and funny story. I think it goes, for me, happy place, funny story, beach read. Don't know what that says about me. She literally, Emily Henry, she lives in my city. I don't mean to brag. But yeah. But anyway, I'm really excited to read this. I also have Great Big Beautiful Life and Book Lovers on my TBR, so I'll be reading those as well. So we'll see how the rest of it stacks up. We'll see how the rest changes, how the order goes, how the ranking goes, you know? And we'll hope that maybe this one will be 5 stars. Maybe I will get a 5-star Emily Henry yet. But that's why my friend thinks that I don't like romance, is because I don't read a lot of them, and apparently it's because I rate Emily Henry so low. I'm just a girl. Okay? Dang. The next book, I've actually already read this, okay? This was actually my first... Was it? This is my first 5-star of 2025. 2026. It's 2026. It's The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I was really nervous going into this because I read... The first book I ever read by Riley Sager was House Across the Lake. I devoured that book. I loved it. I've read Survive the Night. Loved it. Really good. But I read Final Girls by him. And I read Middle of the Night by him. No. Was not a fan. But this one? Whoa. I thought it was really good. I was hooked. And I was nervous because I have heard conflicting things, and I was not sure which side I was going to go to, but I'm a lover, okay? It's basically, I'll read the very first top of it, okay? Bestselling author Riley Sager returns with a deliciously twisty and addictive gothic chiller about a young caregiver assigned to work for a woman accused of a Lizzie Borden-like massacre decades earlier. Crazy. I'm a fan. I'm not going to put this one back on my cart because I already read it. But I had to include it in this video because it's part of my 26 for 26. So technically I only have 25 left to read. We're on the right path. We're getting there. The next book is Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris, and I again have heard mixed things about this book. A lot of the times I get my, oh my gosh, these words are big. This is not going to take me that long to read at all. A lot of the times I get my thriller recommendations from videos on Facebook. I have people that post them, and it'll be like, 7 thrillers to get you out of a reading slump, or like 7 thrillers that you'll really like, or that are really chilling, that you need to check out, that'll, hook you, whatever. So this was one of those. And I was like, okay, I don't know what it's about, but I've heard it's good. Let's see what it's about. I don't know. I just know it's a thriller. That's all I really got. Oh, it's a debut. I didn't know that. Oh, it says at the top, The Perfect Marriage or The Perfect Lie. I don't know. We'll find out. I feel like I've been talking to you guys forever, but it's literally, I have 8 left. Okay, I'm almost there. My TBR cart is looking so gorgeous. She's looking so good. Next book is another one I got from a Facebook group. Oh my gosh. I need sleep. It's fine. The next book is a book I also got from a Facebook reel, I think. I will put her, I think she has a YouTube. If she doesn't have a YouTube, I'll put her TikTok below. I also get a lot of book recommendations from Sydney, who is deep into thrillers. I think her handle is sydneyyybooks, maybe. She recommends a lot of good thriller books, and I have gotten a lot from her, and she was actually one of the ones that said The Only One Left was good, so I trust her, and Sydney we trust, okay? But Never Saw Me Coming, by Vera, I don't know how to say her last name, and I really don't want to butcher it, I'm sorry, but it would be easy to underestimate Chloe Sevry. She's a freshman honor student, the hot girl next door, and also happens to be a psychopath. You know what, girl? You go. You do whatever you need to do. Here for you. Alright, I'm in. Never Saw Me Coming. It literally says, a New York Times best thriller of 2021. And I'm reading it 5 years later. I'm excited. I'm excited. Don't fall again, okay? Just chill. Chill, dude. Like, you're fine. Got it? The next one, y'all are gonna come for me. And it's fine. It's fine. I'm prepared for this. I am prepared for this, okay? The next one is Shatter Me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have read The Woven Kingdom. And I liked it. I need to finish that series. I don't think I have read that book since 2021. I'm looking at it right now. And I literally bought a physical copy because I read a library copy and I loved it so much, so I bought it. And then I bought the entire box set of Shatter Me. Have I read it? No. No, I've not. This is a YA. Okay. This is a YA book. I don't know what genre it technically is. Is it dystopian? Oh, yeah. It's a riveting... Okay. A riveting dystopian world, a thrilling superhero story, and an unforgettable heroine. Heroine? Huh? Not heroine. It's a female who's a hero. Y'all, who gave me permission to speak? I don't know. Next one, I'm seriously like kind of scared to read this book because I've heard that it's crazy. I've heard that it's crazy. It's The Troop by Nick Cunner. It's a horror book. Oh, it's the horror book talk sensation. Once a year, Scoutmaster Tim Riggs leads a troop of boys into the Canadian wilderness for a weekend camping trip. Okay. A tradition as comforting and reliable as a good ghost story around a roaring bonfire. Okay. But when an unexpected intruder stumbles upon their campsite, shockingly thin, disturbingly pale, and ferociously hungry, Tim and the boys are exposed to something far more frightening than any tale of terror. The human carrier of a bioengineered nightmare. Okay. A horror that spreads faster than fear. A harrowing struggle for survival with no escape from the elements, the infected, or one another. Well, yeah, I've heard that this is crazy. I don't really have... Okay, the epigraphs, is that how you say it? One of them is from Dr. Seuss and the other one is from Lord of the Flies. I don't really know how to feel about that, but I've heard it's very, like, you need to have a strong stomach for this book. I don't really have a lot of triggers or things that I like try to avoid in books, so I really kind of like to push myself, I guess, with horror books, because I know some are like really graphic. Like I've read splatterpunk books. Like I read, what is it called? The Dead River? Is that what it's called? It's by Jack Ketchum. It's about cannibals. That book is crazy. That is not for the faint of heart. Definitely not. I also read The Girl Next Door by him and I cried. That book was terrible. Like, it was a good book. It was a terrible... It was based on a true story. Terrible book. Like, broke my soul. Don't check that one out if you have a weak stomach either, because... No. Nay. Don't do that. Aw, I bent one of the pages. What the heck? Oh my gosh. The next one, I am really late to the party. I have never watched The Princess Bride, nor have I ever read The Princess Bride. And I'm kind of nervous. Oh, look. Oh, look at the map. Oh, we love her. I'm really dying. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I think this is like the 25th anniversary. And, this is the Oh. How many? It first came out in 1973. This man read a lot of books, my lord. I wish. I wish I could. But yeah, I really want to hop into it, really want to see it. Don't really know what the premise is. Never seen the movie again. Really want to. It just says, a tale of true love and high adventure. Pirates, princesses, giants, miracles, fencing, and a frightening assortment of wild beasts. It is a modern storytelling classic. Aw, the author died in 2018. I did not know that. I did not know that. He wrote movies. That'd be sick. Couldn't do it. I can barely write a book. I mean, I've written one. Maybe a couple. But writing one right now? Writing slump. Yeah. Okay. I have four more. The next one is Close Knit. I'm very excited to read this one. What is he? He's a soccer player. The only American keeper in the Premier League. Oh yeah, it's set in London. And all I know about her is I'm pretty sure she likes to knit. Oh. Duh, she likes to knit, Kylie. It's literally called Close Knit. But I literally just don't even know what's happening up here. But I really like the purple. And it really sounds good. And her purple hair, dreams. I wish I could. I couldn't, but I wish. But I bought this book from Delaney. She's another YouTuber. And she had this for sale on her Pango. And I was like, this sounds really good. And I really like the cover. I'm going to buy it. And it passed the spice check because I'm pretty sure it's low to no spice. Like fade to black, closed door. I'll report back. If it's not, I'll probably cry. Because I've really been wanting to read this book. And I've heard it's so good. It's so cute. But it also says that published by Between the Sheets Publishing. I don't see anything crazy. Well. Hold on, I need to move. So, when I was flipping through, and I just stumbled upon a spicy scene that involved yarn. So, when I look up to see if a book has spice in it, I usually Google. I'm like, hey, does this book have spice? Because Google will usually pull up, like, Reddit, Goodreads, things like that. And I'm like, okay. So I'll, like, look through them all, and I'll be like, all right. Y'all lied to me. I'm never Googling anything ever again. So this book may or may not. Oh. Another one. Hello, darkness, my old friend. So I would like to say that this book might not be on my 26 for 26 anymore. And I would like to say that I can read spice if I want to. I am allowed to. No one's being like, you're not allowed to read spice. You can't do that. But as I have grown closer in my faith and my getting closer to God, and I just have decided to stop reading spice. I have felt convicted personally to not want to read spice anymore. That's me. Again, I'm not yucking anyone's yum. You can do whatever you want to do. I just don't feel comfortable reading it anymore. That's me. If you want to read spice, go ahead. If you've read this book and you love it and you want it, I'm pretty sure it's signed. No, it's not, but I think I have a book plate for it. I don't think I'm going to read this book. And that's okay. I'm allowed to make that decision. I'm a big girl. But Now what book am I going to add? What book am I going to add? What book am I going to add to my 26 for 26 now? Hold on, let's go browse the shelves. Let's go browse the shelves, you know? Let's go browse the shelves and see. Okay, I found one. I felt like it was only appropriate to replace a romance with another romance, and I have All That We Are Together. It's a duet. I read the first book. Was it last year? I picked it up at a half-price books, and I thought the cover was stunning. It's translated, but I don't remember where it's translated from. But I figure that if I read this, that I figure that if I read this, I will finish the duet, and again, a book off my TBR, and a series finished. Yeah. So the author lives in Spain. Okay. But, so she's an international best-selling author, and I'm pretty sure I read that it was translated. So, I read the first book. I would like to say it was last year, but it was good, and I really want to finish it. So I'm going to finish the duet, knock a book off my physical TBR. I also have another book by this author that I don't know if it's a standalone or duet, but her books are really quick, easy, like, it's a chunky book, but the words are kind of big, the spacing is kind of big, so I just can devour it, which I love. I love a good book that I can devour in no time. So, Crisis Averted. If I remember right, I don't think that book 1 was spicy. And I would like to say I'm not a prude. Like, if a book has very low spice in it, and it's just like, what's the word? Oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, tension. If it just has, like, the hint of, like, what's about to happen, and then it fades to black, okay, fine. But I do not want to read smut spice anymore. Like, that's just me, again. But, so, I don't want anyone to think I'm a prude. I'm not. I can still read some tension-filled, like, angsty stuff, but I don't want to read sex on a page, full-on, descriptive, spicy scenes anymore. Okay. 3 more. The next one is one I'm really excited to read. It's The Naturals. And I've heard that it's like, yeah, The Naturals is Criminal Minds for the YA world. Yes. So, this one has really big words too. I'm gonna fly through this. I've heard it's really good. And I'm a Criminal Minds girly. I've not read any other Jennifer Lynn Barnes books. Like, I did not read The Inheritance Games. Did not read it. But I heard about this, and I am a fan. I'm interested. It reminds me kind of None Shall Sleep, which is kind of like, it has FBI, what does it say? Teenagers, and they help the FBI. It reminds me of, yeah, a thrilling cat and mouse story, Silence of the Lambs like thriller. So that's what that one was. And that's what The Naturals kind of reminds me of, is a, like, teenagers in the FBI. Like, that combination just screams, yes, I would like to read it. So I'm really excited to pick this up. I'm probably going to read the whole series if it's good. I've not heard bad things about it, so. The last 2 books are very different. Okay, the first one is Assistant to the Villain. I've not read, y'all. I'm so sorry. My best friend loves this book. I know that the 4th and final book is coming out? But I'm pretty sure it's just what it says. Assistant to the Villain. I don't know. Sounds good. I have to check it out. I will report back on how it, like, y'all, please. I will report back on how it is. But like I said, one of my best friends loves this book. Oh, Shall I read? Assistant to the Villain is a laugh-out-loud fantasy romance with severed heads hanging from the office ceiling and employees betting on which interns will be fed to the dragon. Dang. Okay. Go off. All right. So yeah, I'm excited to read it. I'll report back. I'll let you know. I'll let you know, y'all. And if it's good, I'll just read the rest. What is going on with my TBR? My TBR call is pissing me off. She's being a little freaking... Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Okay, the last book, like I said, very different from Assistant to the Villain, is the Let Them Theory, because this is a self-help nonfiction book. Not a fantasy romance with severed heads and hanging from office ceilings and interns getting fed to dragons, okay? But I, like I said, am trying to read more nonfiction. Trying to, expand my horizons. So I'm excited. There's a lot of praise for this book. Someone said it radically changed their lives. They refuse to live any differently. A true light bulb moment. 2 simple words will change how you think about your entire life. By letting other people live your lives, you finally get to live yours. The Let Them Theory is a proven method that teaches you how to protect your time and energy and focus on what matters to you. Yes. Yes. In this book, you'll learn how 2 words, let them, can set you free. Free from opinions, drama, and judgment of others. Yes. Free from the exhausting cycle of trying to manage everything and everyone around you. Yes. Sounds perfect. Sounds perfect to me. Someone else recommended me this book, and they said it was super good. Loved it. So I'm like, you know what? Broadening my horizons. That's what I'm doing. Broadening them. So I'll check it out. I don't think she's going to fit. I don't think this book's going to fit in my TBR cart. I don't know what to do. Send help. Send help. We're just going to put her on top. We're going to set her up. We're going to put her just on top for now. Because I don't know what else to do with her. Crazy. If you've stayed this long and watched this chaotic video and seen all the books that I want to read in 2026, thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel for more chaos. I hope you like this video. Tell me if you've read any of these books. Share it to your friends if you want to. No pressure. No pressure. But seriously, if you've read any of these books, if you like them, if you hate them, if you're like, you need to bump this up your list, let me know, because I really want to know. Yeah, I'm really glad to be making bookish content again. And again, read whatever you want. Don't let anyone tell you what you can and cannot read. Just because I'm like, I don't want to read spice anymore. That's me. That is me. If you want to read the filthiest, darkest, monstrous smut you've ever read in your entire life, that's on you. That's between you and yourself. Okay? I'm not judging. I have a near and dear friend to me who literally reads the darkest, filthiest smut I've ever read in my entire life, and I love her eternally and forever, and there is no judgment between either of us. So you're all welcome here. You're all welcome. Like, this is not a unsafe place for dark romance, monster romance, smut reading readers, authors too. Y'all are welcome. Everybody's welcome here. But yeah, thanks for checking out my video. I will be back with reading through my physical TBR, and yeah, I'm so excited. I'll see you guys later.